coming in, checking us out.
Hi.
Well, we want to welcome all you guys to our first time ever Q&A. Beautiful way.
Hi.
All right, so for all you guys out there in internet lovely land, we're streaming on pretty much a lot of platforms. But if you leave your comments, what we're doing right now is just a question and answers, and just asking away, just talking about the different things going on, and how us as a family of entertainers in the gig industry are handling this kind of time where there's no work. We're kind of sitting here talking about different things. My voice is low. Music is way louder. I'll just fix that right now. Hold on one second.
Alexa. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Hey, Carl, any sound?
Check 1, 2. Okay. Hi, Carl.
Say hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
No sound on Facebook or YouTube.
Okay. Let's get
There
this
is the
going.
sound. He says there is the sound. No sound.
No sound. No
Yes.
sound. Yes.
Good check. Good check.
Good
Okay.
check.
Yes. Can you see?
Yes. Can you see?
Oh, okay, he's got it. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Hi,
Justin.
Sandy.
Hi,
Justin.
Sandy.
Hi, Justin.
Yes, perfect. Is it too loud, though?
Yeah. No. Yeah, no. No, 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 no.
A bit of an echo.
A bit of an echo.
Echo, can you hear me now? Hey, that's my water. Hello?
Close. Now, can you hear me now?
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Justin. Hi, Carl.
Hi, Justin. Hi, Carl.
Louder, they can't hear.
Hi, Justin. Hi, Carl.
Oh, we miss and love you too. Okay, Justin says sounds great.
Perfect. We just wanted to take this echo. All the
Hello.
twins were dancing. Oh, that was great. Thanks for being part of that, you guys. For all those that didn't hear, we did a costume party on Friday and Saturday last week. We did our 70s disco costume party. Tulo.
Check 1, 2. Can you hear me? Check 1, 2. Can you hear me? Check 1, 2. Can you hear me? Chloe. This is Chloe when she got
it sounded
sick.
great.
And
Too low, the level was good
Now-
before.
she is in heaven.
Just had an echo. So it was good before you had the echo, which I think is the speakers.
Which is the speakers? Dad! Daddy, is it the speakers? Oh, so what is the reason, Dad?
Oh, it's good now. It's good now. Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, you were doing so great, Jasmine. Thanks for doing that. You know, so everybody see what they're doing on that screen, Jasmine, is they're writing things down. Oh, we miss you guys too. So, what we're doing tonight is just a question and answers form for us, the Smooth Ledesma family. Feel free to ask away, write them down there. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. So bear with us. We did bring a notepad. People start writing questions like crazy, and we can catch up with you guys. So what happened with us is we're, essentially in the gig industry is what they call us, where we're reliant strictly on shows. And what started as a massive breaking the record year of shows completely went to a standstill. The good thing is 99% of our clients have just put the shows on standby, where as soon as we get a chance, they're just going to rebook or just take the next available date, reschedule. Thanks, babe. So that's kind of where we're at. Just before this all happened, Steph and myself and Jasmine went to the store. We don't buy a lot at Costco and Sam's, but for some crazy reason, went to the store. We bought a bunch of stuff, all the toilet paper before it went crazy and all that good stuff. So we stocked up, and we typically do that so we get like several weeks or a month worth of about a month of supply, right?
Household supplies.
Household supplies. So about 2-3 days later, that's when everything happened, and we're like, do we go to the store? Do we shop like crazy? And Steph is like, no, we don't want to go out there. And then we started seeing everybody's post about toilet paper disappearing. Tell me, that's just crazy to me that people can. We're just, I don't know. I don't even know. You guys have to admit, you can leave this in the comments and say if you agree that, it's a good thing to protect yourself and you protect your family, but it's another thing like when you're buying the entire store of stuff and then people who really need it, we feel bad. Did everybody get toilet paper? Did you guys catch up and everybody get all their toilet paper and stuff that they needed? I'm laughing because to me it's sad, so I laugh a lot. You're gonna get that in this next however long we're doing this for, if chatting. But how do you protect yourself? Are a majority of you staying at home? Do you heed the advice and and not get sick? Is that part of your regimen is to stay home? I want to know. In the comments, write down about what percentage of home you're in. Are you 99%? Are you 100% staying home? Are you still working? You know, yeah, I agree with you, Justin and Carl. Greed is crazy. Um, I like what I saw in our community out here where we're living is people were out and people were writing comments online saying I can't find toilet paper. It's been 3-4 days. My family's out, and I got to tell you, the community that we're in, people were saying, hey, listen, I don't have a lot of toilet paper, but come and pick up a roll. We'll leave you some for here. And it was just good to see communities getting together and helping each other out. Um, a week to get toilet paper. Oh my gosh, wow. Well, we're I think now that the stores are regulating where people are not cannot buy tons of it, I think that's going to help. Um, but yeah, Carl, 100% at home. Wow, that's kind of where we're at. We did a couple of things, but once they said that's it, that's it. And it really hit home. I think for us because we're so reliant on gigs, and this for us is the busy time of the year with spring break. Everybody book parties right now for us, and for those that don't know, not just my DJing that supplements income, but also we do foam parties, and people can't do anything. Like it's so we lost it, but we're keeping ourselves entertained. We're doing the streams that you guys are following and dancing with us, and we wanted to do something fun to kind of take the mood out of this craziness. But in the positive, we're experiencing something that nobody and ever has ever experienced like this, and I don't want to get into punch of a politic aspect of it, but I think there's some things that could be better. I think there's some things that are not good. But for us, and I always say this to Stephanie, is I feel for those, for waiters, servers, hotel industries, so much things that are out there, and they're reliant on a daily income, like their tips and things like that, and to not have that anymore, my heart goes out to all of those people, and if you're part of those that are listening right now, and our love goes to you guys, and I just know that this is going to come and turn around really fast. But do you guys have any questions? Feel free to ask away. I think Jasmine had to go to the bathroom, so they think they're doing that. Sending you love too. But ask away your questions, anything. I mean, how we met, our favorite food. Do you guys have any questions or thoughts? We'll try to address those. What happened? Yeah, it's just going to the bathroom. We say, girls, are you ready? And of course, we all have to oh my gosh, we're on in 5 minutes. So this is our 10-year anniversary this year, 10-year wedding anniversary. So we're super excited about that. Our plan was to leave the country and do some things, but that's not happening. Not till July. Yeah, our anniversary is July.
I think we'll celebrate maybe in January, maybe?
January
your
next year
birthday?
for my birthday.
Would that be fun?
That's too funny, right? I took Stephanie on a cruise. I don't know if most of you know, but I'm a huge cruise fanatic, and so we got a cruise on this new cruise ship. It was really really cool, and but I gave it to her on her birthday last year. send you a request to be in your live views. I don't know how that works. Let me Instagram thing. Just yeah. But anyways, like we're seeing, we're doing this time is just kind of checking how everybody's feeling. You guys are feeling great. Are you? How many people are panicked out there? Or are you just taking this by stride? You know. Um,
Do you talk about the dance party on Friday?
oh, okay. We can talk about the dance party. So we're gonna do another set of dance parties this coming weekend. Friday is our '80s party, and then we just want you guys dressed in your '80s costume. If you guys can take a screenshot of yourselves, send us a private message afterwards or before. We're just saving those as a compilation for us, and I think it's so cool. And the '90s is supposed to be our Saturday is supposed to be our '90s party. But wow, the overwhelming requests for '80s. I asked Stephanie today, can we do 2 days of '80s and next weekend do '90s? we're we're kind of doing that. Aloha, hi cousin. But what would you guys object for 2 days of '80s? Two separate times of, or two different types of music on Friday and Saturday. That'd be kind of cool. Hi, Madison.
I say 80s and 90s this weekend, and then you can do another 80s next weekend.
That's a good idea.
And
To kind of change it up.
maybe
Hi,
2000.
Dee. All right, so she says we should do '80s on Friday and '90s on Saturday. I'll mix it up. Listen,
I know there's a lot of 80s, but
the requests alone for the '80s music is astronomical, so crazy. And then no, I love the '90s. Yeah, '90s is great. Um, we there's just so much '80s music, but I want to kind of do stuff that is not the norm, something you hear at every single wedding or birthday. I kind of want to change things up. I think you're going to like the playlist on Sunday. I did take in mind for all of those requests, and we still have a bunch of days left over, so if you want to put in some really cool '80s music. I was letting Stephanie listen to it yesterday, and she's like, and I'm like, well, listen to the meaning behind the songs. It's kind of fitting right now, you know. Hi Tina, hi Kelly. Right, but Steph says no, just do '80s, and
I want to
unless it's longer. I like somebody said to us, they're like, well, can you do after hours? You know, you'll just do the time at the beginning and then just go crazy. It's '80s is crazy. How many people love '80s music? Put some hearts down there and
Who doesn't
thumbs
love
up.
80s?
I don't know. You know, some people.
80s is like
It's
it's huge.
it's crazy. Yeah, yeah,
You got
yeah.
love 80s.
'70s was fun. '70s was fun.
I like that.
What did you guys think of the idea? Just doing our own costume party at your house. Yes, '80s punk,
80s
Carl. I was telling her the same thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love '80s. You know,
No, he wants to go all over.
I want to go all over. I want to do '80s rock, '80s
Everything.
pop, '80s
Punk, pop,
yeah, punk, just
rock,
violent femmes, some
love songs. No.
Madonna. So we did there. I want to end with a good love song. I do. But if you still want to, remember, you can always send us some requests if you want to have us play a couple of songs for you on Friday and Saturday, '80s and '90s. So '80s is Fridays, Saturdays is '90s. '90s, oh my gosh. I just don't want to do too much emo stuff. Kinda,
There's not a lot of emo.
the '90s
stuff.
got a little bit emo a little. No,
What are you
no,
listening to?
no. Okay, all right. Except what '90s was like the whole Backstreet Boys time and Britney Spears.
Right? Or is that 2000s? I don't know. NSYNC.
NSYNC, yeah.
Backstreet
Hi,
Boys.
Mauricio. Hi,
Janet
Rachel. Hi,
Jackson.
Kelly. Janet Jackson. That was '90, yeah. In the '90s dance music, you know, I'm a dance baby, so you listen to all the '90s dance music, you know, Black Box and stuff like that, and like, you know, she's like she's great. She just tolerates me. By the way, I didn't really give her a chance to say. I said, babe, we're just gonna do this interview thing and just talk to people. You know. Oh, thanks, Carl. Right now, we have no choice for our anniversary unless they just open everything up. But um, I think we're. I think. I think what's going to happen for us going back to work. I think what will happen the minute they allow us to uh, open up everything. Kids go back to school. Parties start to happen again. We're just going to get super busy. It's just everything's going to be mounting and double up. I'm curious. In the comments, how many people are in the industry where they're completely shut down? Just put a comment. Say me, and I'm curious how many of you are not working right now and have to be home. And then how about if you say I'm working? Just put like I'm working. I'm curious to see how many people are still working. Working, gotta work it, gotta work it. It's every day. It's every day for us. Every day. By the way, we had a hard time picking where we're gonna go for our anniversary, and now we have no choice. This is kind of.
Now it's gonna wait.
Now it's gonna wait. Yeah. Waving too. Nobody's got questions. Everybody's just sitting back here and just listening to us have a conversation. You know.
Jasmine,
Let's
I think
see.
she wants to show the picture.
Oh, Jasmine wants to say. So I don't know if you can see. This is a picture of.
Of my dog Chloe. She was sick.
Oh, our little Chloe, she got sick, and she had seizures. One, Stephanie was pregnant, and it was her first time, and I was out of the country, right, or out of the state. I wasn't working. No. Was I? Was I home? I don't think I was home. No. She had the seizure, and you. Oh yeah, you were at the groomers. And then she had her first seizure. We had a little schnauzer, and I guess some of them are prone to have seizures, and kind of threw us off. We didn't know what we weren't prepared for that, or never had. We personally have never had a puppy that to have that experience. So she had the seizures. Some people talked about CBD and cannabis. We didn't want to introduce a lot of heavy drugs to her because she was tiny, and we didn't. The seizures went away for 5 years, right? And she'd have an occasional one here and there, and then we just, yeah. Let's see what's under the hat. It's trying to grow it out, Carl.
It's there.
It's there. It's there.
Except he keeps
Look at that.
messing it up,
Look at
trying to cut it himself, and not waiting for me because I have to do the back.
Yeah.
So, for those of you that don't know, he has a mohawk, or is working
Wow,
on his mohawk again.
I shaved it all off. One day she came into the bathroom and she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I shaved off all of my mohawk. All of it. Down to bald." I was like bald. I said, "Let me see if I can rock the pit bull." Who's the other actor that just did that too? That copy Pitbull? Who was
But I still love
the
him.
one that I want? What's his name? Oh, I love you too. John Travolta. He shaved his head.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I guess he had done hair things and that didn't work, and he shaved his hair completely because Pitbull told him to. And so I said, I'm just gonna shave my hair. I'm tired of doing my hair, all this grooming and out there and yes, Carl. Carl, by the way, you had the best mohawk
Oh
to date.
my gosh.
I think it was this. Oh, look at. You guys see our backdrop? Your hawk was so high. It was crazy. Hi, Courtney.
I know. I remember going to Disneyland.
Oh, you couldn't get on the ride, right? You couldn't
Tram.
get on.
You had to go.
You had to go on the tram. That's right.
That was awesome. And then him getting in trouble.
Yep. Yeah. That was a fun time. Carl remembers that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Those were the days.
those were the days. So no questions yet, huh? You're just gonna let us keep chatting about anything and what, everything. Oh.
You both kisses, Jasmine.
You can ask Jasmine you can ask Jasmine anything, and she'll be happy to answer that. 16 inches. Damn, Carl, that thing was massive.
Wow.
What did you have to put like eggs or something? If I remember you telling us about it, was that long? I do miss it. Hi, Tracy. Yay. Hope the kids are great.
How was work?
Hey, Tracy.
Say hi, Auntie Tracy.
Hi, Auntie Tracy.
Aw. So nobody's got questions. We're just gonna sit here and just ramble with each other till we. Yeah.
I
I
smell
someone-
on guard.
I have a mint in my mouth.
Oh,
A little
smells
mint.
good.
Thanks. I shouldn't have had it on when we were having this chat, but
Okay.
yeah. All right, so I have a question for all of you guys. If money was no object to you today, and you had to get on a plane and leave anywhere but the country you're in, where would you go? Put it in the comments. What would be the first places you go? I'm curious. Where would you go? No money's no object. You can go anywhere but the country you're in. So obviously you can't go to the United States.
Well, if money was no
No
object, I
object.
wouldn't want to go anywhere here. I don't know. Maybe Fiji.
Fiji. Those are the ones with the houses on stilts and the floors are open.
I think so. I think they have some there.
Those are the ones, right?
Yeah,
Those are kind of cool.
those are cool.
I haven't been to Fiji. In my mind, I've been to Fiji and saying I want to go to Fiji. No.
So where would you go?
Oh, where would I go? Oh, you're asking me?
Well, you asked a question.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm like, as I've gotten lately into this historical thing. I want to see like things of significance, or not. I guess everything's significant, but like, I definitely want to see Egypt,
Oh, yeah.
Italy. You know, well, yeah. Prayers out to all those in Italy, all of my friends and family that are out there, and anywhere for that matter. We're sending prayers to all of you guys. But I would go, I don't know where I would go. You know, we both like, hi Brittany, we both like warm things. We like warm, sandy beaches, sun,
sand, water,
sand.
ocean. Yes.
Sunsets.
Cold? No.
No, we're not cold people.
No.
We're not cold people.
No.
What is the temperature where you're at right now? Leave in the comments.
I think most everybody's in California.
No, Mauricio is from
I said most.
most. Well, hopefully we get more people to in here and tell us where they're at. You know.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Thanks, Jasmine. Ready.
What is it
The
right
board
now?
that I
50
brought
something.
because I said there's going to be tons of people asking us tons of questions. We're just jabbering away. Hi, Valerie. So no questions. Nobody wants to know what her favorite color is, or you know how
I don't really have a favorite
how
color.
she stalked me for years, and you know, to get me. No. Jasmine. All right, hold this up.
Jasmine, how
Hold
old
up.
are you
Hold this up.
5?
Yeah, you're going to be.
I'm gonna be 5. When I'm gonna be 5, I'm gonna go to school.
Cool. What grade are you going to be in?
Kindergarten.
Good job.
Kindergarten. Hi, Alejandra. 64, Carl, is where you're at. I think it was like that was a high today.
He's in LA.
What's the coldest? I want to see how cold people are at. Anybody colder than 64 today?
Who else is bored at home?
Who else is- There's a lot. Oh, hi.
Okay, Jasmine.
So the last question was, if you had no money, or no, excuse me, if you had
You had
any
all the money in
money,
the world.
all the money in the world, spare no expenses, where would you go? Not right now, but I mean, once this is all said and done, money's no object. Where would you travel to? Put in the comments. Tell us where you would go. Ready?
Jasmine, where would you go?
Where would you go, Jasmine?
At Disneyland.
At Disneyland.
Disneyland. Yes.
We do miss Disneyland. For all those that don't know out there, we're big, huge Disney fanatics. Like, is an understatement, right?
At least once a week, maybe?
We try
Or
to.
every other week?
It depends. We typically don't come on this time.
Not in busy season.
Not
but
busy,
When
yeah.
it's
Hi, Marilyn.
Capri.
Capri. Where's Capri? Do you know where Capri is?
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it. Hawaii, Capri.
Oh, well, they're going to be living in Hawaii soon.
Yeah, that's cheating. Well, hey, listen, if that's
We
what
said
I
out of the country, Carl.
Hi, Devin. All right, so where would you go? No, money is no object. You can travel anywhere in the world once everybody's safe and good. You know, where would you go? Italy. I said Italy.
Weren't you just in Italy?
Well, it doesn't matter. She can pick wherever she wants to go. Maybe she loves it so much she wants to go
She was in
back.
France.
After coronavirus and everybody's safe. Oh.
She
Here,
put
come
them in
here.
herself.
Thank you.
Hi, David Reimer.
Hi, David Reimer.
Hope you're doing good, David. Did you get your computer working, David? It's interesting. So when you have, like, you have to look for things. We've been busy. It's been, but although we've been watching a lot of Netflix. Thank you, Mom, for the Netflix. We like watching Lake Arrowhead. Still our favorite, yes.
Lake Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Never been
I
there.
haven't been to Lake Arrowhead in years.
I've never been there.
Do they still Thailand? Thailand's a great one.
Oh.
Thailand. We love Thai food. We're foodies. We're foodies.
Speaking of, has anybody seen the Chef Show on Netflix? It's amazing. You should check it out.
Devin wants to know what our favorite Netflix. There's something called the Chef Show.
The Chef Show, definitely.
That's a great. I guess there's a movie. We haven't yet to see the movie yet.
No.
But there's a series on Netflix called The Chef Show. We watched them all. They were so great. Come here, Jasmine. Come sit down.
What else? The street food vendors.
Street food
we love
vendors.
food,
We're
so we like
foodies.
food
We're
shows.
foodies. We're crazy foodies.
Jasmine loves them too.
You know what I miss though right now? I miss some good sushi. I'm missing some serious sushi.
But we're making really good food at home.
We are making good food at home. Some have been good. Some have been like, ugh. Yeah.
Good.
I have been. We've been cooking. Steph loves that. Steph loves when we cook at home. It's her favorite.
Any good movies? We did see Onward. Is that what it's called? Onward today?
Our homeschooling is like the chef show. Not the shit show. The chef show. By the way, I do have a potty mouth. I have to watch out in case kids are watching. I've been pretty good. I haven't said anything bad yet.
Yeah. So we saw Onward today.
Oh, Onward.
It was super,
Tell me
super,
who
super
has
cute.
seen the movie Onward yet. I was telling Stephanie.
Did you like it, Jasmine?
I was telling Stephanie. I think Disney came back with a vengeance on that movie because Frozen 2 was not a good movie for us. We're like, what happened? first one was so great. Yeah.
Altered carbon.
Altered carbon.
So good. What is that? Eye candy.
Remember that? Altered. You have to remember that.
No.
Carl, you have the text message.
Altered carbon.
Altered.
Okay.
Is that on
I'm gonna
Netflix?
write that down on my.
Yeah, on the book of. Right here. Oh, shit's another one. Here. This is
Oh,
the other
she got
one.
it.
Nice.
Altered carbon. I don't want to forget that.
Come here, baby. Come here, Jazzy.
Altered.
Come here. Did you see it? It's in. No, technically, we did not see it in the theaters. I miss the theaters. We started going to these theaters in Ontario that have these super reclining seats. We used to be in Hollywood that we used to get that kind of service, and so we never had that kind of out here. So never
How did we see it?
a screener. We get screeners because we're special people.
I saw my cousin Vinny. Ugh,
Oh,
I
I
love
love
my cousin Vinny.
it. My biological clock is ticking. The
That's such
Two Youths. That's one of my favorite movies.
That's a great
That one.
movie.
One of my favorite. Too much.
What else?
I gotta set the camera one more time so it doesn't turn off. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Hurry before we lose them.
Pause it. Pause it. Pause
Rachel,
it.
I love my extra
Pause
trainer
it. Pause it. Pause
feet. Okay, what
it.
do you want to say to everybody out there who's watching?
I don't know what I want to say.
You don't know? Who is your favorite princess?
My friend,
Who is your favorite princess?
Princess Jasmine. Because Jasmine Starlet.
I love you.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Missy.
Hi, Missy. That might hurt people's ears.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not too loud. We're still learning this. You should see this whole setup. It's set up. It's incredible to get this thing set up. Down to the
really
last second. Down to the last second. Oh, see ya, Devin.
Jazzy, what's your favorite chore?
Jasmine
okay,
wants.
Alejandra wants to know, what is your favorite chore to help mommy and daddy?
Doing the boxes.
Okay, it's not really a chore, but
I don't. We
rentals?
hold on, but Jasmine doesn't have chores. It's just things that we do. Is that what that means?
She
Oh,
has
super low.
2 responsibilities, 3 responsibilities, which are what, every day? Or actually 2 every day. What do you have to do every day?
Clean the house.
No. What do you have to do every day?
Don't know.
Feed
Feed Shaolin.
the dog. And
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We're working on the volume.
Uh-oh. We're
Our technician is in the office right now.
Uh-oh. Stop it. Stop it.
Say something.
Stop.
Never mind. Can you hear us now? Is that better? Check. 1, 2, check.
Check, 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 check. Check. 1,
Fixed
2.
it. Okay.
Check, 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 check.
Don't touch it, babe.
Check. 1,
Way better.
2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. You.
So what is everybody doing right now besides watching us?
They're expecting us to dance and do a funky dance real quick. Hi, Sarah. She is adorable. Missy says you're adorable. Aww.
Thank you.
Jasmine, you should sing us a song. Stephanie, you should sing us a song. For all of you don't know this, in our lovely family, Stephanie is an absolutely amazing singer.
Stop. I'm not.
She is an amazing singer.
Not.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Aw.
Oh,
Sarah.
I feel the same, Missy.
Aw. Well, trust me, we wish everybody could be here with us.
Miss you, Jazzy.
Aw. Sing, she says, sing Call Me Maybe.
Don't be embarrassed. We have to listen to it every single day.
Yeah, we have to listen to Carly Rae Jepsen every day. Why? Because we took a cruise. Hey, James. We took a cruise, and Carly Rae Jepsen was doing a feature performance on this cruise.
Like
And
a
it was
surprise.
just on the patio or the pool deck, and it was like right there, and we were on the balcony looking down, and it was, oh my gosh. And so since then, she's Carly Rae Jepsen. She's Carly Rae Jepsen. That's her altered ego, right? I wish you could see it.
AKA Emma.
AKA Emma. Oh, another one is her Emma, her cruise director. She likes to be calling herself Emma. Hi, Rich.
It's okay, Emma.
So nobody's got questions. All right, we have yet to have one person ask us a question yet. Our entire question and answered. They're just letting us talk. We can talk. I can talk. When give it, I can talk. I'm sure. Hope you're doing great, Rich.
Yes, get Stephanie singing and Chris and Jazzy as backup dancers.
Can I tell you Stephanie's favorite song?
That's okay. I sang it
Hi, you
once.
maybe.
No, she sings Love Shack. Amazing. Both parts.
Yeah.
The male and the female
Oh
part
my
of the
gosh,
song.
I
I think I read Jepsen.
You gonna sing a song?
No.
No. Why? It's just like you're,
Should we
you
put it
know.
on?
Hi, Angie.
No. Okay.
Please sing. Let it go. Let it go. That's not her song here.
Please sing it as a family.
What do we listen to at most?
That's true. Not sure. He asked about your hair. What's in
Oh.
the hat?
Not sure. I asked about your hair.
You're right, Carl.
Carl, you did win.
You did.
Carl, I stand corrected. Thank you. How did we get a hottie like Stephanie? Listen, Angie, I got lucky, but she stalked me for years. She threw a wrench in my plan. I'm gonna be diehard single for the rest of my life. Nope, not anymore.
That's so funny.
Yes, I am blessed every day to have a beautiful wife. Not just beauty and skin, but inside and out. She's truly most. I'm sure all of you will agree to that. She's one of those like it's so I love it because she's so intimidating to so many people, but she's the sweetest and kindest person, and people are like, "What? And she's so freaking nice. I hate it." And she deals with me. I am not. Woo, let me tell you this. I keep her
On my toes?
on your toes. I keep her on her toes.
No. He every single day he tries I should say try because you haven't succeeded every single time, but to scare me. And he's been trying to record it every single day. Was it today or yesterday I caught you?
No. I have
Or
successfully.
no, the dog stopped you.
It's gotten so bad here that my dog is against me now because she sees that I'm gonna scare Stephanie, and the dog starts getting mad at me and starts barking and getting mad. So, but
Because she's protecting her mommy.
that's been since I've known you, I've been scaring you. It's just more now because we're stuck at home. Because bye.
Okay, bye, Gina.
Bye, Gina.
Hey, don't call me Gina.
Yeah, so I try to scare her daily. It's daily. Okay, scare her daily is almost every day.
Don't call me Gina. You, Mom.
I thought you were gonna say something else, and we're live. That could not have been. I'm like, yep, that's her daughter. For Chris, how did you get into your profession? Mike, that is a great question. Well, to be honest, there's multiple parts of that because DJing and foam. So I'll wait to hear back. Do you mean like DJ or the foam?
Just the
No, that's like two big parts, isn't it?
No, it's not.
No.
You can answer really fast.
Okay.
Come on, they have time.
All right, so somebody finally, two people have asked the questions. three, Angie, two. Hi, Christopher. So the question right now is from Mike. How did you get into your profession? So I'll talk about the DJ stuff first. I've been playing music, listening to music, should I say, since I was a little kid. I want to thank my Ledesma family because growing up, it was a big part of their household and I remember my grandmother Ledesma always having music, and they had this old, record player that nobody was allowed to touch, but when they left, my aunts would play music, and my father would, he loved music, so it was a big assortment. He was big into Beatles and all that stuff, so I took a liking to music at a really young age. I remember having toys with instruments that you can play at home and little tiny whoever had those kids keypad things, ding 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 ding, used to make music as a little kid. I like, oh, that sounds really good. I just remember always as a kid doing that. So music has really been in my life for all of my life that I can recall.
Went to school.
I went to school for forensic medicine and thought that was listen, I wanted to do something that was going to give back. I felt like I wanted to find a profession that was going to I even wanted to be a police officer at one time. Hi, Amanda. I am a jack of all trades. I've done it all. I really, really have. It wasn't until I think in 2000 that I really took my DJing full time instead of having to work for doing a bunch of other stuff. I really started doing that almost full time. Hi, Chad. And just DJ'd. I DJ'd and DJ'd and DJ'd. In 2003, we started doing phone parties, and the story for that is with the phone party thing is we had a bunch of us friends, and we said we were doing parties at clubs, and we all got together and like, hey, let's come up with this theme and this idea, and the idea is like, hey, listen, I did a phone party in Detroit. I went to one, and they're like, what is that? And we were able to find equipment, and we did our first phone party in 2003. That was such a disaster. It was packed, but it was just, oh my God, it was craziness. And I was telling my grandmother years after that. My grandmother lived us. I said, "Hey, Grandma, what is?" She's like, "What are you doing, mijo?" I said, "Grandma, I'm doing these foam parties," and this is in Spanish, by the way. I'm telling her in Spanish. I do foam parties, and she's like, "What is a foam party?" I said, "It's like bubbles, and you playing a dance." And she says, she went and they found a picture of me as a kid in their backyard, filling up the backyard with bubbles. Let me go focus the camera one more time. I'll be right back. And then we'll continue.
Oh no, stop it! Okay. Here, you take it.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Jasmine.
Wait, I'll
Oh, Emma.
Okay, go ahead, be Emma.
Emma, our cruise director. Take it away.
All right, so so I guess I was destined to, as a child, to do foam parties, so I did that. Now, for us in the industry, it's going back to that again. We've stopped. We've completely everything at this point. Thank goodness we have clients who have been really kind to us. Oh, yes, it's awesome. Thank you. Hey, Corey. Did you show us that picture? This one right here? Oh, of me growing up. I might have, Missy. I know I have it someplace. At least it's on my phone someplace. Yeah. We're doing good, Corey. Thanks for asking. How are you? So right now what we're doing is just asking questions. Feel free to ask me, ask Stephanie, ask Jasmine, any questions that you're curious about what we do, how we're doing things. Yes, we are on lockdown. We only go out to get the mail and our packages that we get delivered to us.
Right outside the door.
Right outside the door. Hey, Jordan. Hi, good. Listen, you just never know. And for us, we can't be out. Like, we just can't, it's one of those, it's pretty scary,
Hey, Corey.
So we just, to us, it's, now we're like, this could get worse. And I think that we just need to be cautious. We have a family. Listen, to all of you guys watching, I'm going to just vent a little bit with you guys. We're shut down. We can't do business anymore. The schools that we work for, the businesses, birthday parties, anything that has to do with entertainment is completely done. So the more that people just stay home, just do this so we can hurry up and get back to business. I think people that are not taking this serious because they feel that they're not going to get sick or whatever the case may be is just going to prolong this more. We can beat this fast. So as everybody gets together, if you just stay home. Just stay home. Yeah, good job, Corey. Proud of you. You never know. You never know at this time and age, and health complications. If you're smokers, you shouldn't be out there. If you've had pneumonia, for all of my life, not all of my life, but a big part of my life, I used to get pneumonia on a yearly basis. So, and I'm talking like in the hospital, IVs, and when you have pneumonia, it's no joke. You can't breathe. You feel like you're underwater. It's just the nastiest, scariest feeling, like you don't think you're going to last kind of scenario. It's not pretty. And then there's other sides to that too. There's like walking pneumonia, which a lot of people just think is a regular cold and don't realize that your people, yeah. So look, just be home. Stay safe. That's the ultimate, right? Just let's all band together, and if you see family and friends, if you see family and friends that are out there, just tell them, hey, just stay home. Let's hurry up and get done with this. People at the parks and stuff like that, you just never know. Jasmine wants some attention. Steph and myself think that we already had this, believe it or not. Isn't that crazy? No, we didn't. We just had different symptoms. We came back from a cruise in January. And we were both sick, and we don't get sick like that. But you know what Steph and myself do? If we're under the weather, we don't go out. The responsibility is to stay home. And that's what we do. We don't go out, and we, hi tia Connie, love you, te quiero mucho. It's the right thing to do. I don't believe that if you're under the weather, you should be out there getting other people exposed. You know. She's look at her. You see her on the screen. Yeah, say hi to family, Thea, for us. Thank you. We have not been to the grocery store, Missy, since before quarantine. Before they really were telling people to kind of stay home.
Already. We stocked up. We went to Costco, Sam's Club, got all the major necessities. Got meats, seafood, and got vegetables and salad stuff, and we've been good. We've been eating really healthy. And yeah.
Healthy.
Well, I eat healthy. I don't know about him,
Corey, did we vote on the did we watch the vote? All right. How do I go into this? We're not big politics people. I think what's going on in the human race itself is we're trying to be pit against each other as opposed to uniting with each other. And I think that certain politicians and politics and point of views are very Neanderthal and archaic. I think that we're going by a system that is broken, and I think that as long as we continue as human beings to follow that suit, we're just going to keep recreating these hate, anger, hostility, racism, prejudice, sexism, all that stuff. And I think that system is failing. So to Corey, to answer your question, really don't try to follow a lot in politics. Even right now with everything going on, I really think it's, there's always going to be a perspective. And then the other side to that, there's always both sides to the perspective, and each one of them have valid points. But why should we be pitted against each other? Why? I think that's it's not a good way to. I get it when you play sports and football and soccer and baseball, you're in the competition. But I don't think when it comes to politics, it should be that. I think we should be uniting together a little bit better. I don't know how to do that. I hope nobody asks me that, because I really have no idea. I think as long as you believe in your faith and you believe that anything is possible, then there is, I thought it was my high school debate that never ended. Oh, really? Oh, man. I can imagine. And it just, this is the people that we have that we voted there, or that have, again, I think that we are getting so smart when it comes to politics, and when it comes to an agenda, we all are seeing past that. We have social media, we have the internet, we have so many ways that information get brought to us, good and bad. But I just think that we live in a different time. I'll say this in part of this. I believe in a philosophy that at this day and age, there's nothing you can get away with anymore. I believe that everyone you're going to be held accountable. I think we're just whether it's DNA, whether it's timing, whether it's people watching. Hey, Jonathan, I think that we're just in a better, believe it or not, I think this is a great time. I think it's a great time because I think less crime is going to be happening. I believe that we are living in a better, peaceful time, because I think a lot of people, as what I say, awake, are seeing positive, are coming together.
Uniting.
I have to show you my friend's shirt. His name is Kaleo. Peace. Such a great shirt. Doesn't say Pepsi. Peace out. No. All right. So anyone else? I don't know what time it is. No, it's early. I thought it was late. Nobody has got. How about more questions? So what we're doing right now is we're doing our first ever question and answer. It's on the green couch. on the green couch. Oh, thanks, Corey. Yes, sir. I agree with that comment 100%. He says, I'm always a fan of you guys, Chris, no matter what happens. And I'm saying this, by the way, because you're on Facebook. So there's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's Periscope, there's YouTube. And he says, I'm always a fan of you, Chris, no matter what happens. I have a huge range of ethnicities in my family, us too. I think everyone bleeds the same, so the support has to be continue to be in your neighbors regardless. I agree. I mean, again, whatever faith you believe in, they say you have to just treat your neighbors right, treat everybody. If we went with that compassion that these are the people you love the most, I think that's going to break that mentality of hatred and fear and resentment. I think that all is going to end. I hope. I pray that time comes, that we can all come together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that people have to be the same and think the same and act the same. I think we're all entitled to difference of opinions. I think some people like blue, some people like green, some people like, don't even like color or whatever the case may be. You're entitled to that. But just being mean to people because of it, that is such a horrible way of living life. Let's just be mean to people. No. I think got to be good. If people were more good as opposed to the opposite side to that. And again, remember, look, we're on social media. I'm on social media. It's part of what I have to do as a performer, as a DJ, and I have to be in there. But I don't believe in casting out mean and hatred things to people. If you don't like it, hit next. Why do they do swipe? Is that what they do? Swipe or don't swipe, Jasmine?
I don't know.
It's just Jasmine calls it swipe or don't swipe. I don't know, something like that. Anybody else got questions out there? Ask us some questions. Ask Stephanie a question. Ask Stephanie a question.
I'm getting a hairdo right now.
Ask Stephanie a question. Let's see, somebody ask her. Why did you ask her, how did you get so lucky to have a guy like me? Yes, Corey. Yes, sir. That's so true, Corey.
Yep.
So true.
I agree.
Yes. And it's surprising because people think that, you wake up and you think you have a path and you're going to go there and you're doing it right. And all of a sudden you change your mind. That doesn't make it wrong. It just means that you found a new direction or a new path, and you're entitled to, you should find what makes you happy. Where's the first place you're going to go after quarantine? Mike, I'll let Stephanie answer that one. Where's the first place you're going to go?
Disneyland?
I'm going to say Disneyland too. Periscope, somebody asked, how are you guys passing the time with the restrictions? We're keeping very active. And if in Periscope land, our daughter is extremely active. Like she's 5 kids in one. I think most parents could say that, but
She doesn't stop.
she doesn't
So it
stop.
keeps us
My
busy.
son, older son, he's total polar opposite of my daughter. My son was very quiet and reserved, and she's like, woo. This is great. So we keep busy. So we get up and we make breakfast. We do a little exercise in the morning. Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to switch places with Chris and do what he does?
Of course, so Corey asked in Facebook, he goes, do you ever wanted to switch places with Chris and do what he does?
No. It's okay. He's amazing at what he does, so I'll let him keep doing that. Yeah.
Steph is shy.
Yeah, I'm the shy person.
Oh, yeah,
Although you said you were shy when you were younger too. So.
Younger, I was super shy. Listen, if you're shy out there, don't be shy. I was super shy, and there was a time that, I don't know, something in my mind clicked that said, like, you don't have to don't be this. Just speak your mind, say it, and if you don't like it because you're super honest,
So that's why you became a DJ.
Yeah, that's why I became a DJ, became a performer. Yeah.
Jasmine, on the other hand, is super outgoing when she's here at home, and if she knows you, but if she doesn't know you, she's super shy. Right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you guys a funny story. So we were just dating, just started dating. We're in Vegas. I'm gonna tell them the Vegas story. She's like, oh.
There could be a lot of Vegas
So we're in Vegas. We're in Vegas, and we're out at this club, and it's part of what just going out and having fun, and we go. Remember this? It was like some rooftop.
I think the Rio.
The Rio was like, no, was it the Rio? Oh, anyway, so we're at this club, and everybody's dressed to the nines. Everybody's looking good. I was looking really good. No, I'm kidding. And so we're there, and anytime we go out, people will like, Stephanie has this thing to, it's just people are shocked. They're like, truly, when I mean intimidated, people are intimidated by her. Always when we go out, and it's always like. And so, we're at Rio, and this guy, I walk to the bar or something like that. We're in our VIP section, and I'm walking on. The guy goes, "Hey, who is that?" He's talking about Stephanie. I said, "Oh, that's my girl." He goes, I don't mean no any disrespect to you, but she's stunning. I said, "Yeah, she is. Let me introduce you." And he's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, come here. Let me go introduce you." He goes, "What?" I go, "Yeah, she's super, super sweet, super nice. You want to come say hi?" He was so blown away that I'm introducing him to my girl, and I'm like, why? The confidence is powerful. It's like super one of the best things you could ever have. So I say, "Hey, Steph, let me introduce you to," I don't remember his name. I'll tell you, it's funny thing too, by the way, this guy was his top agent for this Elite Models or something like that, like super head honcho dude, and he was just, and this guy is saying how that she's beautiful. So anyway, so I say, "Hey, let me introduce you, Stephanie, blah blah blah, here's da 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 da," and I said, "I'll be right back." Just
seriously, he just left me with him. I was so mad.
And then he says, he sees me later on, and he asks, "Why? I can't believe you would just leave me with her." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Well, most guys wouldn't do something like that." And I go, "Why?" Listen, if you're meant to be with somebody, it doesn't matter who they're talking to. He's like, "Yeah, that's a good point." Because I said, if she wasn't meant to be with me, she won't be with me. She'll be with whoever she's going to be with. You can't control that scenario. You can't control that situation. And it's just by what I live by. I think it's a great philosophy. The minute you start putting jealousy and fear into your relationships, that's failure. Some people might think opposite, and I apologize for that, but I think that's what leads to failure. I think just be good to each other, and
Okay, Corey says, if you had to choose one supercar to drive for the rest of your life, what would it be? Question for both of us. What car would you drive, Jasmine?
Purple.
Purple car. Okay. I know your car, babe.
She knows my car. It's Lamborghini, 100%. It's going to be Lamborghini. I just love them all.
Red.
A red car. I'm a huge Lamborghini fan. I grew up with the Lamborghini posters. On my vision board is a Lamborghini. In my studio, on my music production computer, I have models of Lamborghinis. So that's my encouragement in what I'm going to do when you guys help me make my songs go viral and they're bought all over the world. And
Mommy, which princess do you like?
Okay, wait.
we'll come back to that one.
We'll come back to that one really fast, okay? Mine, I mean, I've always loved the Aston Martin, so, and I love black cars. He hates black cars, but I love black cars. They're super pretty.
I like red cars with blue cars and purple cars and pink cars. and red cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One car, all that color, or like?
Yeah.
Wow, so rainbow. Okay. Nice.
Like a rainbow.
So yeah, I would say probably for me an Aston Martin.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I've been.
And I like white cars. She likes dark cars. It's very, by the way, for Steph and myself, it's very rare that we have opposite to each other. Like, we're usually right on track when it comes to food, movies, things like that. We just, it's almost 100%, except for the cars.
Well, because I mean, for me, the Aston Martin's just a little bit more sexy. So the Lamborghini's a little bit. I don't know.
Careful. 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 Yes, the Lamborghini Aventador is one of mine. I like them all. I like the Countach. I like Aventadors. I like Mercedes. I like them all. You know.
I do like the Lamborghinis. That's not my favorite car for me. But I will sit in passenger side with him.
Although
sure.
I do like the G-Wagon. I like the big G-Wagons. You know.
No, but sports car. Like.
Sports car. What about you, Corey? What's your favorite? What would be your ultimate? How about for everybody? Let's encourage this for everybody. Corey wants to know, what is the supercar you would drive for the rest of your life? Put it in the comments. I want to know what everybody's favorite supercar has, not a favorite car, supercar. But you choose one supercar and put it in the comments. What is your top? Okay, come here.
Okay.
Come here, sit down. Somebody's got a question for you.
Mike has a question for you, Jasmine. What is your favorite dessert?
Strawberry.
Strawberry what?
Strawberry with sprinkles.
But like strawberry ice cream, strawberry.
Wait.
You can just have strawberries. Just like the strawberry by itself? Or?
Do you like
Wait,
cupcakes, cake?
Wait, I like
ice cream?
cupcakes.
Cupcakes? What? you don't ever eat cupcakes. Don't give me that eye. That's something your mom does. You like ice cream. That's your dessert. Mm-hmm. Tell everybody that. What is your favorite? You can say whatever you want, baby.
I like mint chocolate chip.
That's a good one.
Actually, I think it's strawberry ice cream.
It's strawberry ice cream.
Mint chocolate.
That was her favorite. But I'm gonna show you what happened. Jasmine was a year and a half years old, and we went to Mexico. We have a place in Cabo, and we're there, and she's never had ice cream. It was almost 2, right? Or a year and a half. And so we go there, and there's gelato. Gelato. I love how you say that. Gelato. Say it again, babe.
No.
So she gets gelato, and she gets a scoop, and she's so little that the ice cream looked this big. And she never had it before, never had sweets before. As a matter of fact, we didn't really give her anything. So we're like, we wanted ice cream. Steph and myself like an occasional ice cream. So we get this mint chocolate chip ice cream for the very first time. And she didn't want to even taste it. She smelled it, and she would always do this. Ugh. It leads me to another story. But so she takes the ice cream, and she finally tastes it. And this is what happened. She takes the ice cream, you guys, and she puts the thing, because she likes the flavor so much, she goes, and she just left it there. She didn't lick it. She didn't do anything. She just had it in her nose like this. It was like your face is going to go numb, and she just kept holding it there like, oh my God, Jasmine. And then she ate it all. Too much. Well, was that it? No.
So Corey says he'll get the Lamborghini Urus.
The Urus is great. That's the van, the bus. Oh, the bus. The
SUV?
The SUV. That's a pretty one. I saw them.
Those are pretty.
Those are really pretty.
Those are really pretty.
Yeah, those are pretty. Mm-hmm.
But
Who
it's
else?
not 7-seater, is it?
No, I think it's a 5-seater. But if you're to have a family car, that's family sports car.
That would be family sports car.
It is family sports car. All right, what else? Ask us some more questions out there. Let's see what's out there. You too, Carl. We love you guys. Please send everybody our love, big giant hugs and kisses. Thanks for being part of it. Thanks for your question. Yes, the twin turbo. It's nothing. I'm a car fanatic. I'm a car geek. I like cars. I torture Stephanie into watching a lot of car shows on TV. And race.
Yes, I watch a lot of car shows with him. A lot.
Okay, so I can't sleep at night. It's one of those.
Valley.
The brain doesn't stop. So at night, to turn it off, I have to have a little TV on. And normally, when you turn the TV on, it's whatever's can be there. And typically, I'm putting a car show or used to be wrestling. Used to be a big wrestling fanatic. Remember that?
Thank God those days are over.
Like you and the Kardashians too.
Yeah.
It was just the same.
Watching wrestlers in their tidy whities.
It's the same thing. The Kardashians were in their tidy whities too. I just saw a video of the mom Kardashian, and she had like this white shirt, and she was doing a photo shoot, and the daughters were mad at her because she was showing all her goods. They're like, "You're too old for this." I'm like, Corey, yes, you have a '70 Chevelle, dude.
Singer Porsche.
Is it had the 454 in it?
Mike says a Singer Porsche. What is that? What's a Singer?
Stinger, I'm assuming, right,
Stinger.
Mike?
Oh, maybe.
Stinger? Or Mike, is it a singer? Does it sing to you?
La 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 la
la la la la. Or is it turn around every now and turn around? Yes, Corey, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love classic cars too. By the way, Corey, my ultimate classic car is a 1968-69 Camaro RSSS.
Your dream.
That's my dream classic car. Dream
yeah.
classic car. But I love classic car. What's the name of the classic show from Canada that I can tell Corey? Rust Valley. Rust Valley or Rust Restorations?
Rust Valley Restorations, maybe?
Yeah, Rust Valley Restorations. It's on, Corey, if you have Netflix, there's a show. It's called Rust Valley or Rust Restorations. They're based out of Canada. And this guy's got like a lot of 400 old cars that he just fixes up. I'm super geeked about it. And I'd love.
But it was only one season. He only had a couple.
We don't know if they're going to come back. We were sad at the end. Why did you just give away the whole show?
Oh, he said
yes, Rust Valley Restorations.
Oh,
tell me that's not a great show.
Yeah, good.
We cried at the end, Corey. Isn't that horrible? We're so mad. We're like, no, this poor guy.
I do not want to smell your feet.
You have to.
No.
I think Jasmine actually has been really, really good. She's been very surprisingly. She's usually. Oh, look at you! Brought the whole Valley of Dolls.
her friends. You should tell them who your friends are. Oh, I know.
Dude. Yeah.
Hopefully
Corey,
there's a next season.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. By the way, who likes cooking? Does anybody got a good pizza crust recipe? Oh, I'm hungry. What does people believe in? And for all your parents out there, what time do you guys put your little one to sleep? I'm curious. We tried to get Jasmine to kind of settle down around 8:30, 9 o'clock.
8:30. That's when I start the process.
It's a process. Who else has a process to put their kids to sleep? Anybody out there? Anybody watching? 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah, we're night people. So when Jasmine's gonna go to school next year, hopefully
This year.
This year.
Well,
This
And when school starts this year in August.
in August. So the joke is, all right, you know what time the kids go to school, right? Corey, you have 5 kids.
Oh my goodness.
Bless your
God
heart.
bless your heart.
God bless your heart, Corey. We have one who is like 5. No, we can't say that because we never had 5. We cannot compare. We do like kids. Love kids. I'm way better at kids than Stephanie is.
I actually have 2 kids.
Wait.
These 2
What?
right here.
Yeah, but how many fingers are pointing back at you? Remember when you point to somebody, you're
1,
putting 4 more fingers back at yourself.
One.
You're like,
I put Missy to bed at 9.
you put this. Hi, John. Thanks for joining us in Periscope World, John. 2 boys and 3 girls. Wow. Okay, so Corey, 3 girls. What is your best advice as a father of 3 girls? Just 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes,
Mike,
Missy.
just got 5 more minutes. They're probably about the
good?
same time for us. What time is it? 8:55 already? Is that what that says?
I don't know if that's right.
Oh, it could be an old. That's my old laptop. Wow.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Wow. Okay, guys, we're gonna probably 5 more minutes. We're gonna do last call for questions. Who out there has some
Last
questions?
call.
Who else has some
Last call
questions
for
for me, Chris, Stephanie, or little Jasmine? Anyone else? And did you guys like this? What did you think of this? You know, did you guys think it's a good idea? And are you, by the way, who's gonna watch Friday, the big '80s costume party?
Not just watch. They have to dance and dress up. Even though we can't see you.
No, but that's why they send us pictures on
Yeah,
instant
yeah.
message and
Send us
stuff like
pictures.
that. Can you? I wonder. Can you send pictures in comments? You should be able
Why
to,
not?
right? Like when you're watching the stream. Like, can you post a picture now in your streams? Just don't have to do it. I'm just curious if you can post pictures.
I would think you can.
No.
Yes, Jasmine.
Go ahead, Jasmine. Go ahead.
What's your favorite thing to drive?
What's your favorite thing to drive? She
like
wants.
car?
Jasmine wants to know, what is your favorite thing to drive? Oh, thank you.
My favorite thing to drive is my car. What about you, Jasmine? What's your favorite thing to drive?
A colorful car.
A colorful car.
Like a butterfly car.
All right, you guys, I think we're going to end it here. And just thank you guys so much for being part of this and hanging out. If you're watching this on replay, and thanks for just learning about us and being part of our family. And thank you for quarantining yourselves and making sure you guys are out there and staying safe for you, your family, and your friends. You know, this is the time to do that, not time to panic. We're going to come out of this really fast as long as everybody does their thing. The faster everybody quarantines, the faster this can end, and the faster we can all go back to work. I know some of you don't need to go back to work, but, you know, I need to do shows. We need to feed our family. A lot of people are relying on this, and, you know, we just have faith in the man upstairs, and just know that all this is going to benefit every single person that's out there. And again, thank you for being part of this. I look forward to seeing you guys on Friday, and all you guys leaving tons and tons of comments and sharing them. When you share them on your profile too, whenever, like, for example, here you're able to share this stream to people, it helps us out. It keeps, it helps the stream go viral, and since we're going on different platforms. But thank you so much.
Thank you guys. It was fun. Shooting the beep.
Wow. Go ahead.
Jasmine.
How are you going to say goodbye?
Corey says he has a 2010 Jeep Cherokee on a 4-inch lift with boogers. My favorite.
Boggers, babe.
Boggers. Oh.
Boogers.
I don't know.
Boogers are big tires, giant, massive
Boggers?
tires
Okay.
that you can go and,
Okay. I don't know that.
and lift in dirt and just go crazy. You don't have to hold your hand, baby. We're just talking. You're gonna let's tell everybody thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
It was fun.
It was fun.
We love you guys.
We love you guys.
Stay safe.
Stay safe
And healthy.
and healthy.
See you at the dance party.
We will see you at the dance party on Friday.
Yay, 80s on Fridays. And Saturday is going to be 90s. Good night, everybody. Lots of love. Good night.